Today, after the pre-game meeting, Coach Craig Berube was asked who would start in goal. His answer was, it'll be a game time decision. That has everybody wondering who is going to start in goal. Oh, I wonder who's going to start in goal. Tell me, oh, who's going to start in goal? I've got to know the answer. Is it Bennington or who so? Oh, I wonder who's going to start in goal.
And it's Hofer. That's right. Joe Hofer will get his first starting goal. Yeah, so I thought I'd bring back a little bit of that old school from last season that I did. I know, I think it's funny. I'm not sure if Ashley's going to be with us today, by the way. I haven't seen anything from her. I hope she shows up. But yeah, Hofer is confirmed. We're going to have him in net. The Blues are going to take on the Sharks, and this is an interesting matchup to say the least. The Sharks are 5-2-2, 12 points. The Blues are 6-1-1 for 13 points. Sharks have had a better start this season than everyone expected. They're one of the surprises. They've played good teams. They played bad teams. You know, they're winning the games they need to win. They did get beat by Montreal, which was a big surprise because Montreal's not having it. Brad Pond asked, can Adam Reinwaite play for us? Well, I mean, I know he used to play hockey, but I don't think he plays hockey anymore, so I don't think so. I'm glad that he's still staying with the Cardinals for another season. That's an interesting thing. And here's the good thing. I get Fox Sports. I've got somebody that hooked me up with Fox Sports, so I'm going to be able to at least watch that. I'm concerned about Hofer. I really am, and I agree with Chris Lambert here. Lambert says, I got a bad feeling about that. I was wrong. It was Carpenter that played. I thought Wainwright did. Okay, I'm wrong on that one. Thank you, Jose. And hey, man, I'm going to try and come out tomorrow. Only thing I got to ask: am I still am I still hooked up, or do I need to bring a bunch of cash? You got to let me know. Right? If I'm hooked up, great. If I'm not, I'm still going to try and make it. How the defense plays is the key to this game. Absolutely, Greg Kane. Absolutely, it is. That is a big key. Oh, Jose, I appreciate you, man. All my love for you, buddy. All my love for you. You know, I've gone to Jose's comedy shows about 4 or 5 times now, and I took guests a couple of times, and he's really he's never. I mean, and you got to think about this, right? In this day and age, for these guys, it is very. Oh man, Justin Falk looks like a freaking porn star. Hold on.
I guess a little bit of both. It's obviously nice to score in the last minute there, last few seconds, and force overtime and get there. And then, I don't think we were too happy with our overtime play. We gave up a lot of chances, and Binner stood on his head for us.
Well, I mean, that is true. Okay, Kyle says that Hofer's been a stud in the minors, but if during the prospect tournament and preseason, he did not look good at all. Okay, he did not look good at all. So him tearing up the AHL does not make me feel any better. I mean, I wish it did, but it doesn't. I got Michael Dante, my buddy, my pal, saying Hofer's tearing it up, absolutely dominating AHL, just like the entire Thunderbirds team. I expect him to come in and play well in net tonight. Well, it's all going to depend on how that team plays around him. If they play around him like they played around Husso, yeah, he's going to have a good night. The Sharks are not the cupcake that we thought they were, guys. Plain and simple, they are not that cupcake team. I'm checking to see if Ashley's around. She looks like she's on, so she may hop in. So we'll see. Again, hey, welcome Coast to Coast Hockey. Great to have you back. We really appreciate it. I'm really happy happy with this new affiliation with them. I think it'll be very, very helpful for us and you guys and all of that. Um, yeah, but that's the minors precisely. This is the pro level, completely different. Speed of the game's different. Angles are a little different. Quality, 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 quality of the players you're facing, your opponents, is much better. Right? I would take the worst team right now. The worst team in the NHL is the Arizona Coyotes, and I would put them up against the best minor league team. And I don't know who that is, but you tell me who you think the best minor league team is, and I'll put them up against it. And I think that the Coyotes would win 8 out of 10. So that's where I'm at on that. Marianne says no cupcakes. Everyone wants points. That's absolutely true. There's teams that you should beat, and there's teams that are going to be tough to beat. And the Sharks used to be a team that we knew we were going to beat, but they're going to be a tough team to beat. I'm kind of for me, I think that Hofer should have got his first start against Anaheim, not the Sharks. I really do think that should have happened. One of the things that I see, Bennington played really good yesterday. He let in one bad goal. I mean, that he should have had. I'm sorry, he should have had that. He should have had that second goal. He let a bad rebound. He didn't cover it up. He didn't get back in time. So that's got a lot to do with it. Oh my goodness! Look who I have. Look who I found. Ashley Slapshot Jones. Hey, I was just good about your boy Bennington by Ashley.
Oh, you were talking good about him?
Guys, about that. I didn't mean that. And, that was a slip of the tongue. So, it was a joke, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So if I slip like that, that there's no harm made.
No, you're fine.
Okay. Just, hey, we talked about it. And, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah. Right? It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, I think it's going to be a ton of fun. Mm-hmm. And like we've said, guys, check your feelings at the door, right? Tomorrow we will put a disclaimer out right off the get-go. This is going to be a difficult topic, but I want all sides heard. I want both sides of mental health taken care of. I want both sides of the sexual assault talked about.
Wendy, you're so sweet.
What do you say?
Go Sharks tonight.
I love it. I'm so behind on this. Michael Dante says, I get what people are saying about it's only the minors, but most NHL are AHL alumni and have to dominate the AHL. That's a good point. Mm-hmm. I think our lines top to bottom will be playing much more aware defensively than they would with Bennington or Husso in net. So I think that will help him out. Well, it depends if they're letting him see shots. This is one thing when they play back, they don't let the goalie see shots. Mm-hmm. And that's when they get that's the thing with Bennington is Bennington lets in a lot of these deflections because he doesn't get to see them, right? And that has a lot to do with it. And yes, I see I'm coming around, Ashley. I'm coming around a little bit.
Sorry,
Stephen
I'm
Glass
just
is saying hi. Chris Lambert thinks that the Sharks are a cupcake team. I don't. They used to be.
No.
Kyle Hoff saying that in 4 games, this is for Hofer. Hofer's starting tonight. In 4 games, he has a 174 goals against average, 936 save percentage. In the minors, I have hope. Maybe. Someone asked me today if we should have made a move just because Vegas got Eichel, and I said no. I don't think you make moves based on other teams' moves. You have to you play with who you have and what you. I agree. Eichel's not going to help Vegas this year. He's not going to play this year. He's going to have that surgery. It's going to take a year to rehab.
Actually, they're saying 4 months.
I'll believe that when I see it.
It's 4 months. Yeah, I mean, who really knows? But that's what they've been saying is 4 months.
When's he going to have the surgery? Because now it's going to be another
couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's
is
going to
what
take a
they're
couple since
anticipating.
now with the trade. See, before he can have the surgery, he's got to go through the Vegas doctors, right? Even though Vegas has already said that they're okay with it, he's still got protocols that he's got to go through. So
Yeah.
there's some on that. Wendy wants the Sharks tonight. Well, hey Wendy, you're still our friend. We love you. You're always on the show. We'll have you on the show left and right. Hey Wendy, I don't know if you can be on tomorrow, but we've got the special tomorrow with the sexual assault and mental health. So I'd love to get you on if possible. I hope and pray for Horford that he does good. Greetings, Ashley. Well, Chris Lampard, get out, Wendy, with your Trash Hawks talk. Oh, I love it. See, and we could. I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. That was not what I meant. I'm not sure. I think. Well, I know what he meant. And Wendy, he meant it in love. Okay, I get that. Coalition is starting to get annoyed by the fans because he keeps scratching Dylan Strome. Yeah, Coalition's going to be gone here very shortly. Bennington also gives rebounds too. When Bennington is on, he has good rebound control. Stephen Glass said is a great point. Something that I've talked about a lot. I meant the exact opposite. Correction. Sorry if that came out wrong. No, you're good, man. He says Eichel could be ready for the playoffs. That's a big could in my book. You're taking a big chance. And Tush is a good player, right?
Yeah, Tuck. I really
Tuck,
enjoyed
yeah.
watching him play when he was not playing against the Blues. He's got a lot of promise.
Yeah. I was referring to the Sharks cupcake remark that they're actually not. Oh, okay, Chris, no problem, bud. No problem. This is so first of all, the Eichel trade, when it came down early this morning, for me, it came down at I think it came down 4:30 in the morning your time. So it came down like it might have come down like 10:30, 11 o'clock my time, but I was already in bed. Right. I've been because of my hand. Oh, by the way, I'm delaying my surgery. We can talk more about that later.
Okay.
Got a second opinion today. They want to do not an MRI, a CAT scan, right? And they also want to check the nerves because they think I might have some nerve damage the way my hand is folding.
Yeah, that's very possible.
So and I like this. I've spent more. This is the first time I saw that doctor, and I spent more time with that doctor than I did the other one in 4 visits.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna postpone the surgery, and right now I feel a lot more comfortable with this doctor than I do the other one. So I'm lucky I was able to get this second opinion. It will help. Vegas could be buried in the standings by the time he's ready, and that's a possibility. Well, yes and no. Buried in the standings in the West means 4th, right? And I think that. I really think that division is weak enough that they could get 3rd. I don't think 4th is going to get a playoff spot. I really don't. He says the purple in his background is for Hockey Fights Cancer Month, and we appreciate that, Wendy. Thank you so much. As someone that's dealt with melanoma, I really appreciate that and everything else. Prayers for recovery in your hand, man. Chris, I appreciate that, buddy. Stephen Glass, if Eichel is back for the playoffs, that means the Knights are cheating the cap just like the Lightning. Well, that's not.
It's not
okay.
cheating the cap.
It's not. It's the way the rules are. It's using the rules the way they are, right? And I get that. It is. I'm pretty sure that this is something that is going to be addressed in the next CBA, right? I think it's something that's going to be addressed in the next CBA. I don't think the players are going to want it changed, right?
No.
To be honest with you, right? I think that first of all, if you want to count the salary, so this is. Do you guys realize this? That the players don't get paid for the playoffs?
Yeah.
Right? Technically, they don't get paid. Now there is a pool, and at the end of the playoffs, based on how many play, the attendance and all of that stuff, the pool gets broken down, but they do not get a paycheck for 2 months. At the end of the playoffs, 8 p.m. your time, bud, 8 p.m. your time. We figured out that was probably the best time to go on. And I think for a Friday night, that's not a bad time. Still gives people to go out and do what they want to do. And I'm not sure where St. Louis is on COVID right now. And I appreciate that, E, saying prayers for my hand. I appreciate that. You know. Yeah, see, so Chris Lambert goes, that's a surprise, did not know that. Yeah, they don't get paid for the playoffs. It all goes into a pool, and from that pool, and also neighbors. Oh, Mikola's in tonight. Mikola and Wallman, there we go. I'm happy now. I like that. I'm glad.
Which one did they scratch for him?
Say again?
Who did they scratch for him?
Bortuzzo.
Okay.
Mikola with Wallman. I'd actually like to see, I see you got, I would switch Mikola and Falk.
Mm-hmm.
Put Mikola up there with Krug and Falk down with Wallman, and instead of running a 1-2-3, run a 1A, 1B, 1C.
Yeah. But
right?
honestly, my issue is who they scratched. I think Bortuzzo, he's been playing sloppy, but he played better than Scandella yesterday. So I think Scandella should have sat.
Scandella was all over the place yesterday. Right? Scandella, actually, I don't think he played that bad. He was
pretty sloppy. Both goals were on him, like his defensive fallings.
Okay, I might have to go back and look at that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Says Kurak and Saad switch position tonight. Thoughts? I didn't see that, and I'm not. What do you mean by Kurak? Bushnevich? I don't know who you mean there, Sammy. I'm not sure who you mean there, bud. I didn't see the
Did
lineup.
you mean Kairu? Because he said Jord.
Oh yeah, Kairu. Okay, yeah, Kairu. I'm okay with that. Kairu's speed. Kairu, he meant. Okay, I'm okay with that. I see. That's the one thing that I think right now is our depth. These guys can move all over.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from 1 to 4, they can move up and down and still be effective. That right now, see, that's the thing yesterday that I think upset me more than anything, is that they were making some switch ups, and they weren't being effective, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it is we're missing O'Reilly a little more than we thought. We did good on face-offs.
Well, you did mention that we were really only playing 3 lines. So if we're cutting it down to 3 lines, they're going to get tired faster, and they're not going to be as cohesive.
Yeah, and I think that had a lot to do with it. And you're right. That's a good point. Would you guys get a Gretzky jersey if you could? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm surprised I don't have one. Actually, I've been offered a couple signed, authentics, but the prices are like skyrocket. One was $10,000.
Ooh.
Yeah. Right. Game worn, authentic signed jersey, $10,000. And that's, so yes, I would get a Gretzky jersey. I have thought about it. I've even thought about just putting Gretzky on one of mine.
Yeah.
Right. I have a few that don't have anything on it.
Yeah, I have a blank. I would totally put Gretzky on it. Like I have mentioned before, his second game as a Blue was what made me a Blues fan. I was 10 years old, and that whole game just brought me into hockey. Yeah.
Well, for me, it was, I'll spot you $10,000, bud. You know what? As much as I would want that, I would rather need that $10,000 to go to my company. So if you want to invest in the company, put it that way, because we would really want to take this company to the next level. And I could use the money to help do that and hire the company and get better partners than what I have now. So, and if I'm shooting somebody, I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. Imagine the price of an Ovechkin jersey when he retires as the player with the most gold. Yeah. Well, actually, I don't think that his jersey's going to skyrocket that much.
I don't think he gets Gretzky's record, to be honest.
I think he's going to get it, but it's going to be more games, right? Slap shot. I'm starting to dig on you. I hope you mean that in a plutonic, I like you as a hockey, an analyst type thing, Sammy. If you do, that's great. As long as it's not anything other than that, we're good for that.
Thanks, Sammy. It's
he's 2 away from he's either 1 or 2 away. He scored tonight, so he's like 1. Yeah, he's 2 away from tying Hull. Right. if he hits 74 or 75 goals this season, he will be number 2. So he's 100 and something out. He's still a little out, but Robert says he's 10 times the player Sid the Kid.
Yes.
I don't want to say 10 times, but I think in some ways he is a better player.
He's more all around.
No, I think Sid is more all around, actually. Right? You look at Sid's plus minus. Sid's plus minus is a lot better than Ovi's. Ovi's almost a one-trick pony, right? I think if you go look, the amount of power play goals he has, it's a large percentage of his overall goals. I'd have to go look at it.
Well, I guess I'll find that out whenever I do my research for the Eastern Conference next week.
Oh, yeah. So we'll do that. We'll probably do that. I got to look at the schedule for next week. We'll do it on an off day. I haven't looked at the schedule yet. I'll probably do that later. I think we play on Tuesday. All right. I think we have the Winnipeg Jets on Tuesday because we play Sunday. So maybe we'll do it on Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right. I think Wednesday will be good. Oh, man, you guys are getting good with the comments today.
Oh, yeah.
The only Ovi jersey that would be crazy prices for rookie year and the reverse retro. Yeah, that might be. And I think they'd have to be game warns. Right? If Ovi stays on pace as he is now, he'll 100% get it. And Kai, I agree there, but I don't think he'll stay on that pace. Even if you catch Gretzky, you can't compare the two. It was different eras. Gretzky will always be on a place of his own. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Sid the Kid, I hate the pins. I got you, bud. I got you.
Me too.
Sid the Kid disappeared recently. I don't know. I don't see his name. Well, he's on COVID protocol right now. He had hand surgery earlier. The day he was supposed to come back, he ended up on.
I thought he played one game and then he ended up on COVID.
I don't even know if he played that one game. I think it was the game he was supposed to come back.
Huh.
I'd have to double check. Right. Crosby is better all around. Ovi is better goal scorer. I agree there. No way Ovi plays a full game. He's physical. And a score, I'll have to check on that to make sure. Ovi scored 10 goals in 10 games. He's on a pace to break Gordie Howe's record, based for the record this season for the number 2 slot, but I doubt he's able to score a goal a game. And I agree with you. I don't think he is either. I don't think it's going to continue. But it's nice to see him doing it now. It's nice to see him that. Name your top tour faces of the league with current players. Ooh, you know what? That's not a show. That's not a pregame show, bud. That's an off night show, and that's something we can look at down the line. Do our current Mount Rushmore, but right now I think I want to get that. Oh, he did play one game.
Yep,
right?
Against
Wendy says
Philadelphia.
He played one.
Thanks, Wendy.
Yeah, that's amazing. Ovechkin. I grew up listening about him since I started watching hockey, which was 2006, 2007. Yeah, that's right when he came in. So. No, I'm for this game. So I wanted to go back. I wanted to talk a little bit more about yesterday. Up until the shootout, Bennington had an incredible game.
Oh yeah.
Okay, he did. He really had an incredible game. He kept us in it, and then Quick kept in. I mean, both goalies had incredible games.
It was a pitcher's duel, just like you said.
Say again.
It was kind of a pitcher's duel, a little higher scoring than a pitcher's duel, but
no, I call that a pitcher's duel. 2-2. I take that as a pitcher's duel. Right. To me, anything. Well, in baseball, a quality start is 6 innings or more with three runs or less. So for me, if you got both pitchers getting quality starts, that's a good pitcher's duel. So yeah, I could see 3 runs and to me a quality start in the NHL, and they don't have a quote unquote quality start. For me, would be anything over a 920 save percentage and under a 2.0 goals at GAA or less. Right? That's a quality start for me. Pitcher's duel. This is hockey. Yeah, I know, but hey, it works. It works really good. Something Bennington needs to define. Yeah, Marianne, welcome, Marianne. We so love you. Hey, Marianne, let me say this. I think your husband is retiring from the Coast Guard this year. I think it's this year, or he's retiring or just retired. Let me say thank you and him for your service. Coming from a retired Navy guy, I know what the wife puts into it. I know what the family puts into it, and I know what the person puts into it. So I just want to put my heart out to you and your family and to your husband, even though he's a Maple Leafs fan, and say thank you for what they've done. How can you say we're missing 90 as an excuse when it was brought up about injuries in the previous year? You said you don't want to hear it. Next man up is what you've said. You know what? Call me out.
Touche.
Huh? Touche. You know, and I have. I have said that, and I got to stick by that. You know, I do. So, getting ready to in June. So, you know, he's got less than a year left. So, you know, so I knew it was coming up. You know, so I got to put it on the team. You know, the team stepping up. The offense since O'Reilly been out, we scored 2 goals, and they put up. Yep, we haven't scored a 5-on-5 goal since. We haven't scored a 5-on-5 goal since the Colorado game. Vladdy's last goal in the Colorado game. That's the last time we scored 5-on-5.
That was the first game without O'Reilly.
First game without O'Reilly. So that's the last time that we've scored 5-on-5. That's something that's got to get fixed tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they have a pretty young goalie in Ellis. I think his name's Ellis or Eus, something like that. In net tonight. I don't know what his stats are. I know they're not like up there. Mm-hmm. Let me see here if I can pull this up. I got to refresh something. I know I sent you the stats earlier today. I don't know if you got them.
I got them. I just didn't open them because I was busy with kids' homework, but I can open them right now.
Okay. So, you know, hey guys, we try, man. I spend a lot of time at the doctors, and you know what you guys may or may not understand with this pain in my hand, it zaps me every day, right? I mean, even after I wake up, you know, just doing a couple of things, it zaps me, and I'm ready to just, you know, I'm almost asleep again. So I'm trying to find him here.
They have an Aiden Hill and a James Reamer.
No, it's Hill. I think it's Hill starting.
Aiden Hill.
Right. So he's played 5. He's 3-2-1. 3-2-1 with a shootout loss.
Looks 13, like he's 3-2.
Look over at SO. Oh no, it's a shutout. Okay, 3-2-0. That's right. Well, no, because they've had I guess they're putting I guess it's a shutout. Okay, I know they've had shootouts because their record is 5-2 and their record is 5-2-2. So something doesn't jive here.
Their record is 6-3.
Say again?
Their record is 6-3.
Oh, 6-3. So I got it wrong. I thought they were 5-2-2. Okay, I'm wrong. So I put that in wrong. Boy, did I screw that up. Dumb, give me gum. So yeah, so okay, that makes sense. So he's 3-2 with a 295 GAA, 893 save percentage. So he can be gotten to, right? Mm-hmm. The one stat for the Blues that really stands out for me, and let's see if I can pull it up here, is first period, 5 goals for, 4 goals against. Mm-hmm. Sharks, 6 goals for, 8 goals against. So we're a +1, they're a -2. Mm-hmm. That is where we need our work. We have definitely got to get in there. And how are we doing on time, Ashley?
It's 9:30 on the dot.
Okay.
Probably give us a couple of minutes.
Yeah, let me go back to, let's get the game now. Go. Let me put it up, see where we're at. It should start playing here in a second and see what happens. So, hey, let's get our predictions. What's your prediction, Ashley?
Well, I'm thinking it's going to be a close one. I'm saying 3-2 Blues.
3-2 Blues. I see it as a close one, but it's got to be early, right? If the Blues do not score early, they're not going to win this one. I think that they've got to get on top quick, mm-hmm. and really take over this game. So I'm going to go. I think it's going to be 4. God, I say this so much, but I think it's 4-2 Blues if they're early. Michael Dante says 4-1 Blues. Sharks score first. I hope not. That because I'll tell you what, for Hofer, what I've seen is when he lets in that first goal is when he fails.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He doesn't seem to rebound, at least in preseason and the prospect tournament.
Mm-hmm.
He did not recover well.
I'm honestly surprised that they pulled up Hoffer instead of Lindgren. Lindgren performed so much better and has at least played in the NHL a couple of games.
Yeah, well, the other one, I can't think of the other guy's name. Ellis is the one I would like to see up. I know he's
either
young.
one of them I would have been happy with. Hoffer did not play well in the preseason, and I'm really nervous.
Yeah, no, I'm very nervous too. So I'm not getting anything on my app just yet. So I'm hoping it shows up soon. I don't know if you are, if you're seeing any game.
No, I'm unfortunately in the kitchen. So
Okay, so that's where I'm at. I'm kind of trying to see what happens here. See if it comes. Oh, like that saying, watch now. Let's see if it comes up. I'm getting live and upcoming. So I don't know if I'm getting it or not. I might have lost it. So I may have to go pick in something else. Well, guys, I'm not sure if the game is going to be on or when it's on. So I'm going to go ahead and end this show. Both teams have won 6 games. Right? They're 6-3 for 12 points. We're 6-1-1. So they've got a game in hand. So that puts it that it's on. So hey guys, enjoy the game. We'll see you at the intermission show. Bye, Ashley.
bye, guy.